And for our mindfulness meditation, let me invite you, as always, just to be still. Let your eyes close and your mind remain awake. Let your body find a nice, comfortable position. Your body breathing in and out through your nose, with your lips together, breathing from your stomach area. As you relax into the three core skills of deep relaxation, of stillness, of breath, and of wakeful eye closure. As you enjoy the deepening, the calming, and the soothing, as you relax into your own inner calmness, your own inner peace, let us use the mind as a thinking tool in a mindful meditation where we will use our thinking skills to rewrite an old story that our conscious mind is aware of, a story that comes up time and time again and seems like it lives in our mind and just arrives whenever it feels like. Let's rewrite that story. Okay. Let me invite you to bring that story to mind. Bring the story that causes you a feeling of anxiety, that actively creates uncomfortable feelings for you, emotions in your body. Bring it to mind, and I want you to notice, first of all, how short that story is, how few words are contained in that story. The chances are it's no longer than one sentence long. Even though it's a very short story and it is only a few words, you know that those few words can create enormous emotion inside your body. And this is your power. Your inner words are your power. Your inner words, when chosen wisely, can create any emotion that you wish to have, literally. So as a skill, conscious thinking, conscious deliberate thinking, is probably the most powerful emotional management skill that exists. Let me help you. The next question is, what does your intelligent mind tell you would be a positive way of rewriting that negative story, that worry story? Let your intelligence come to bear upon becoming the author right now, with your mind's inner voice, of a story that serves to create calmness and soothing, emotional soothing and comfort for you, because you deserve it, because you can. Okay. One of the easiest ways to rewrite a story, and there are several, is to put words together into a sentence which describe the opposite of the original story. So, I am not good enough becomes I am always good enough. I am more than good enough. I am good enough just the way I am. I'm good enough even though I'm not perfect. I don't have to be perfect to be good enough. I like myself. I like who I am. I'm proud to be me. That would be an obvious example of creating a positive story about yourself. However, the story that you have in mind might be a little more complex than simply, I'm not good enough. There may well be an incident or an event, or even several, that keep playing in your mind automatically, and you would like to rewrite them. So that when they play in your mind as a positive story, or maybe just a neutral one. Neutral stories create neutral emotion. Positive stories create positive emotion. You can mix the two, of course. So, as I've been talking, you've probably been thinking already. You've probably already started to write your very own antidote story. I'll be quiet just for a few seconds to give you time to contemplate on the type of words, the sentence, or even more than one sentence that describes the opposite of your frequent negative story. Okay. Now that you've entertained the idea of writing or rewriting the old story, that process is now started. It's commenced inside your mind. As you say the words to yourself of your new story, don't worry about grammar or syntax or correct sentence construction. Just say the words that make sense somehow to you. That's good enough. Your amygdala will listen to the positive firings within your brain, and it's already doing so. And as it does, you can actually feel in real time, here and now, the calming effect of this new story. You can trust in positive stories and neutral stories, mixture of the two as well. You can trust them. They will always soothe you into a stronger, more relaxed, more focused, more solution-focused place inside yourself. You can always use 3 elements to help yourself create a positive story. The first element is describe your competence, what you did well, what you did successfully, even if it was just simply turning up and staying through the course, whatever that might be, the course of the day, the course of the experience. Focus on what solutions you engaged in, no matter how small. And focus on any success, any outcomes at all. Even if those outcomes were you learning what not to do next time. Learning by our mistakes is incredibly positive. It's an extremely positive thing to do. And as you acknowledge your learning, you're acknowledging your positivity and your success. Because to learn is to succeed. Learning is an act of success in itself. These 3 elements can be very helpful in crafting and becoming the author of your new story. And finally, as you apply these elements to your story, let me offer you this one final thing. If a time was to arrive when you found it impossible to think a positive or even a neutral thought. There is a simple technique that you can use. Simply look around the room or the space wherever you are, outdoors or indoors, doesn't matter, and notice what is there. Describe what you see to yourself. First of all, in neutral terms, simply factual. There is a chair in the room. There are curtains at the window. There is carpet on the floor. Just simply describe what you see around you. Once you've described everything you can see, do it again, but this time add a positive description word, something like, the carpet is a nice colour. It pleases me. The curtains hang really well. The picture on the wall is very beautiful. Already, you are creating a mixture of neutral and positive thought firings in your mind that your amygdala is listening to. And even though the subject matter might be quite mundane, your amygdala is reading those positive firings and the neutral ones and calming down. This can be a springboard into a much more powerful, positive story if you wish it to be. And as you engage in this process in the spirit of calmness, in the spirit of meditation, your emotions will calm, your emotions will soften, become more and more comfortable as you feel a sense of strong self-control, skill, and self-management. And as we arrive very gently at the end of our mindfulness meditation together, let me invite you to notice the light coming in through your eyelids, the feeling of your body weight resting, and the solid ground underneath your feet. And when you're ready, simply open your eyes and notice how good you feel.